Sorry,
You poor babe.
I'm trying so hard to not, call out that what you call cheese. That's not cheese, America.
I mean,
Are
I
you
That's
agree.
plastic.
I agree with you on that
We're
one.
not talking
I
about
absolutely
American.
agree with you on
American
that
cheese
one.
is the devil.
I'm gonna go get a cheese stick and I'm gonna forget what you.
We're not talking about American cheese. We're talking about regular, like good cheese. Okay.
Well, that's unprofessional. We're live.
Oh.
For him to just
Oh,
leave
hello,
while
everybody.
we're live. That's just unprofessional.
I should know better.
We're all aware that
Yeah.
American cheese is plastic. I'll know it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna order some poutine.
When were we supposed to start, by the way?
We have.
We have started. We're on.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Right
Hello.
now, it's going. It's a thing. It's happening.
Oh.
Hello, and welcome to the party. I am your dungeon master for this evening, the Bardic Knock. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all under that name. I do stuff. Go check it out. Tonight, you'll notice there is a different face and also a picture of something. I can't quite call it food. It has all the aspects of food, but has been put together in a manner in which I refuse to acknowledge.
I'm gonna fight you, Matt.
Try it.
Eh.
I was saying words, but I forgot what they were because I got outraged.
That's outrage.
It's internal. As
Okay.
British people, we are not allowed to actually have real emotions outside of mild irritants at something. That's like our only. Yeah, football games, because no, it's not soccer. You're the only country in the world that calls it soccer. So you're wrong. That's the only place we're allowed to get emotional about things.
Did you see
There
that
we go.
awesome soccer match yesterday?
No one did, because one, it's a terrible sport, and two, it's football. Hi, hey, I'm gonna say words until a thing happens and I remember what I'm doing. Hey, welcome to the party, wonderful place. You should check it out. You can follow them on Twitter at WelcomePartyRPG, here on Twitch, twitch.tv/WelcomePartyRPG, over on YouTube, youtube.com/WelcomeParty, and Patreon. You can get the information for Patreon by doing the exclamation point Patreon in the old chat right there. We would also like to give a huge thank you and shout out to our amazing sponsors, those being Tabletop Loot. They make dice and various other things which are beneficial to tabletopping games. That was a sentence. Shut up. We also have a Devon Rue, the Mistress of Maps. Go check out her website, which is ruinc.com. It is wonderful, and just she makes like free artwork for people to use for streams. I think she even has done a good chunk of artwork which we use here at Welcome to Party. She's just a wonderful person. Go check her out. And we also have So Nerdware. They handle our merch, which you can learn about by doing !merch in the chat. And they're just an amazing company. They make loads of cool clothing and other merch, such as cups and mugs and badges, maybe? Like a pin. You get freaked out when you call something a badge. And when I say badges, it makes it sound like I'm talking about the adorable animal, not the thing you staple to backpacks and things. That was a long enough awkward pause. So, there are other people around the screen. Hey, look at them. They're all wonderful. We're not going to let the whatever that is meant to be, what is under Cody, introduce itself because there's nobody there. But we are going to let Cody introduce himself. Cody, who are you?
Hello, my name is Cody, and I play Kid the Dark Horse, the party's Eldritch Knight, and weirdly enough, their best tactician. I have engaged Matt in a battle of wits regarding food, in which I am meant to enrage him with this cheese stick. And I feel I'll let my actions speak for themselves. But someone else who can speak for themselves will be the person directly above me, and that is
Rebecca.
I'm Rebecca. I'll be playing Utswa, the Warlock. That's it.
That's it.
That's-
Short, sweet. That's half of Utswa.
Words are hard. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is true. Other half is burning rage.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Alrighty, we'll throw it over to Don't Blink. Don't Blink. It's wonderful to have you back. You're not flying all over the country doing various things. Who are you?
Oh, yes.
Do you remember who you are?
I do. I quickly read up on who I was. I am Don't Blink. I play Vako, the very charismatic, silent, and mature sorcerer in the group. And every time I'm away, the craziness will happen. So I'm sorry that I'm here. I'll try to rein it in. Can't have people going crazy.
Well, I think there is something that's going to add a little bit of extra craziness in. I'm just going to skip over Shogun because I'm going to let Shogun introduce himself last because he's our super special guest. But Shan, who are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm Shannon, Shanalogic across all the internet. I'm slightly doped up on Benadryl, but I'm powering through. And I'm going to be playing Greg, the lesbian gunslinger, who, since it is Pride Month, is going to up her lesbianism threefold. So brace yourself
God,
for
can we
that.
contain that much?
No, we can't.
Are already overloaded as it is. This is a problem.
We're going to make it happen, folks.
Rainbow explosions, everyone. Prepared
I
for
feel I should ask, like, when you say it, like, do we need to start, like, putting, like, black bars over the screen? Because...
Just the way you like them.
God damn it. Come on.
That is my...
The answer is yes.
All right.
Sure.
I have one
Well-
prepared.
Finally,
That makes one of us.
the person who has been, quite frankly, one of the most just best people. He has jumped in last minute and helped me salvage tonight because I just could not get my shit together. We have Shogun. Shogun, first of all, we love you. Thank you very much for taking over and making this shit run. And what are you bringing to us today, or do you want to keep it a secret until the character gets revealed?
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
All right. Well, in that case, just tell us who you are as the real life human.
I am Shogun. I run some games here. I play in some games here, and I run a pirate game that's on the Discord if you're interested. And that's about it.
I have a quick question. Is Shogun the one that always donates criticals to Matt to kill him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Why do
He's
you
my
hate
friend.
us so much, Shogun?
The bringer of death has arrived.
Alrighty. So, let's jump into it. Where we left off, we had the three men dog.
Three guys
walking
dog
company?
walking service.
That's it. Being Varko, Kid, and Keldor, with Reginald, who have infiltrated the prison tower. You got in. Turns out all you had to do was knock, but you somehow managed to make that take you half an hour. You went upstairs. You found a friend. You cut his foot off. Then you killed some big scary thing.
Mhm.
That's where
We
you
also
ended
let
up.
Marco just kind of stay in the back, keeping all his stuff together in case something really big comes. Keldor and Kid
Yeah.
can handle that, and Angus, or well, not Angus, sorry. Reginald helped as much as he could.
Yeah. ignoring the fact he fell over on his first ever move.
That's okay. That sounds like the rest of us.
Yeah, pretty much. And team Smash Bang, which was Flick, Greg, Utswa, and Relathor, simultaneously, well, you ran and started running amok through the town center. You reached the military HQ after putting an end to the nefarious crime man. And then you blew some stuff up, got into a fight with another equally terrifying, hideous creature. It's almost as if they were the same thing, because I only wanted to write up one set of stats. And I believe you killed it by grottling it to death with rope being pulled by an elephant with a beard.
Yep.
By the way, Bardic, you should check out the Twitch chat.
Thank you. Thank you, Shogun. I love it. It's wonderful. So I will get us kicked off, but before I do that, hey, did you know, like what Shogun has just done in the Twitch chat, if you donate bits, you can make things happen. 500 bits, you can make small things happen, advantage, crit, max damage, etc. Basic, simple mechanical things. Or 1,000 bits, you can make something really wacky happen. Like, I don't know, a dragon appears, the portal to hell opens, a meteor slams into the earth, carrying 200 mind flayers. I don't know. We'll figure something out. You type something, and I go, yeah. And then we do it. Alrighty. So we're going to jump off with the Three Guys Dog Walking Company. You are currently standing, words, in what appears to essentially be like a small break room. There's a table. It's got a few bits and pieces on it. The room in which your friend Mateus was hanging upside down with his head in a bucket, being slowly filled with water, and you cut his foot off to break him out of it. That's there. There's another room off to your side, and then there's also the room which a big scary thing came out of. Immediately, what are you most interested in doing, Kid and Varko?
Varko, directly in front of you, Shadow Kid, or Kid's illusion that he can make, is currently holding a very large weapon that is electrified.
Yes, this weapon, it's basically a castle prod, but you can look at it. It's like it's a rather thick looking metal shaft. It's kind of rusted and sharpened to some gnarled hooked point at the end. Basically, it looks like the perfect torture device, and it does seem to crackle with electricity.
Anyway, Shadow Kid's only got maybe about 30 seconds before he disappears, so up to you on that one. Kid, on the other hand, is at this point looking at the giant creature to determine whether or not it had anything else on it that would indicate what it is or what it works for. Is it wearing clothes?
It's essentially wearing like a very vague, simple burlap leather type attire over parts of its chest and legs. Most of it seems to be ripped and tattered. Looking at it, it's flesh.
Okay. Did it come through a door, or is it just an opening?
It pushed its way through a door, yes.
Okay. Keldor and Kid are going to pull the thing through and close the door. So that we have warning if anything else tries to come through.
Alrighty. As you're figuring all of this out and whatnot, Shogun. From where you are, I'm not going to describe what position you're in, but you have heard sounds from just outside of the room you're in. There was screaming and shouting, and someone saying like, "You're in my way," and then lots of weapon clatter and presumably people going, "Ow, that really hurt."
A
So
dog
yeah,
getting electrocuted.
Yeah. So you've heard a whole collection of sounds just coming from outside of the room you're currently in.
So the door to my room, is that like barred so I can see through it?
Yeah, because I said the other one was.
Okay.
So you've seen like the flashes of these people who are obviously not prison guards or anything like that. You've seen them, and you've seen like lightning be thrown in front of it, and
yeah. So
logically they did a fight.
wonderful. So I will just be like leaning into the door as much as possible, like trying to like squeeze my face between the bars as much as possible, which is not much, but just like trying to observe what's going on. Just looking around. Hello?
All right. Well, it's quite hard for you to make much movement because of the exact position you are forced into currently. So you can't really get close to the door, but you've been able to see it, and you know you can make sounds.
Hello?
Kid's gonna immediately whip around spike chain, ready to take out whatever the fuck just made that noise.
Hi.
Bo quickly grabs the electrical thingy and just kind of like is using it defensively.
Hi. Can I wave? Or am I not able to wave right now?
You can do a very strange form of a wave in where you move one hand and the other hand kind of goes with it, and you.
Yeah. Hi. Could you let me out?
That depends entirely on who exactly you are and what you're here for.
I'm Natalie. And I'm just here because they don't like me. Not very nice.
Oh. That sounds about the same as us.
Yeah, seems to be a thing they do.
Vaco team huddle.
Vaco just
And
like
just to give a description to Kid quickly of what you've seen, peering through the bars, you can see, I'll let Shogun describe the actual shape and size and proportions of everything of this person, but what you can make out is you see this person with what you can only describe as a Kid would maybe recognize it as you've seen people in big full plate helmets, except this one looks very, very uncomfortable on purpose.
Kind of
They
a
also
Iron Mask thing.
Oh yeah.
Huh. I almost feel like I want this, but okay.
Wrists chained together in front of them, which are then connected to another chain, which is it goes around that waist and ties to a wall behind them. Ankles chained together, same deal. They appear to have very, very limited movement.
Tell me, are those digging into you?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Okay, so we know what happened the last time we tried breaking those. I say just kind of indicating at Mateus. Do you know how we're supposed to get her out of there?
Can I look behind myself enough to like look at the wall, see if there's like a padlock linking my chains to the wall or something?
Yeah, you can see that there's a lock between your wrists, there's a lock between your ankles, and there's a lock behind you on the wall where everything is connected.
Maybe a guard, you know?
Kid's gonna look at the monster real fast. I don't know. We haven't seen anybody else since we got in here, and I don't think those will be incredibly cooperative. Tell you what, we might actually be able to get you out. Hey, Keldor, can you take Mateus out of the room in case this goes south again?
Keldor nods and agrees and moves out of the way.
Okay. Kid's going to reach into the into his backpack where he has taken some of the alchemical stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd forgotten about the rust cubes from before. He is going to take one of those and see what he can do about the lock on the door at first. See if that works.
Yeah, you can rust that lock. It very instantly seems to decay, and like, obviously, you know, it doesn't mean ooh it falls apart. Like it's rusted. It's very brittle. You could very easily just kick it open.
Which I do.
Yeah, just done. Door is open. You can see into this room. It's not pretty. There's stains and smears over the walls, which are vaguely horrific looking.
Do you make those?
Not most of them.
I like your artwork. Okay, Vaco, really quick. Hey, I got the door open. What do we feel about bringing this one? We don't know what she does, and she honestly looks like a nightmare. But it is chaos.
Baco just kind of like nods his head.
I mean, worst case scenario, she runs away and they have to chase someone else.
So you want to use her as bait?
I'm sorry?
You wanted to use her as bait?
Maybe.
I like that plan.
Seems pretty good. You just, like, we kept you out of that last fight, so your spells would be ready. Any bad moves, though? Just
Trust me, yeah.
scorch and raise, you know.
Then I also have this, and I hold up the electrical thingy.
Yes. Yes, I have a feeling that'll be pretty I saw that work on Keldor earlier, and honestly, it seemed to really work. Although I wonder if they make it like a collar form for him. I don't know. Might work to keep him from running into combat without consulting with us first. I don't know. Stuff for later. In the meantime, though, yes, we've consented to let you free. I'm going to take out one of the rust cubes again, and I'm going to place it on top of her padlocks.
Okay. Just question for Varko.
Mm-hmm.
You're holding this metal thing. Are you also going with Kid into the room, or are you staying well out of it?
I thought Kid came out to do a huddle.
Yeah, so you're staying out of it.
Yeah, I did not want to be in there.
All right, cool. All right, continue.
I have a bad feeling about that room.
I never have bad feelings about anything.
Alrighty, so you're gonna place the rust cube on these chains and locks and.
That's the plan.
Alrighty, which ones are you going for first?
Let's see. They have ones connected to the hands and the feet, right?
Wrists, ankles, waist, and then attached to the back wall. And then, of course, there is the stuff on the face.
Okay.
Is there a chain on the back of the helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, first order of business, let's go for the head, because if we screw up anything else, it's okay, but that one we can't afford to screw up. Well, not okay, but at least it's survivable. You only need one hand in order to do somatic components, I guess, so I'll go ahead and put the rust cube on the face.
This is the one we can't mess up. If it fails, we killed you. Whoops.
Yep, so we're going for that one first.
Alrighty, yeah. Where you put it, are you putting it like on the lock, which keeps it sealed at the front, or where the chain is attached, or
center of the forehead.
All right, yeah. You do that. The rust spreads. You can see the stuff starting to crack. You could probably forcibly break this off now.
Do that a V8 right on top of the head.
Yeah. You do that. It cracks open. You see there's quite a lot of small spikes from the inside of that, which had been pressed in. So, Shogun, you have quite a few lovely marks pressed into your face. you want to describe what this all looks like?
You see a lady rather gaunt and she looks like she hasn't eaten particularly well, but that doesn't. You get the impression that that's not because of being in prison. And you also see, notably right now, that there are several piercings in her nose and mouth that are starting to rust. Hey, can you keep my hands? Like, quick. Her black hair is like wrapped up in sort of like a singular dreadlock, going back, with notably several small bones of like birds and rodents scattered throughout it.
Yeah, I guess we'll get your hands. Kid says, being mildly perturbed at this. Something about keeping in a piercing is weird to him.
You have one in your tongue.
I do, but that one gives me power, so it makes sense. These ones they're just there.
As soon as my hands are free, I'm gonna start like taking them out because they're starting to rust and like
Yeah, we got plenty of rust cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, similar thing. You can rust the things off. You see that just like Mateus, there were blades on the inside of the cuffs. You obviously got them to rust, so we didn't dig in and cut anything. But there are lacerations on the wrists from the cuffs, but you're fine. I'm sure there are no consequences to being cut by a rusty blade.
At least no immediate ones.
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That looks like you're good. Are you okay?
I will be.
I mean, you're all cut up, but
there's a couple people I need to pay back before I leave.
Oh, really? What are their names?
That would be Bardic to actually feed me something. Who put me in here? Like, it could be literally anyone. It could be a nobody guard, but there's somebody I'm gonna kill.
All right. Well, you probably wouldn't have bothered to learn the name of like the chief jailer or anything,
right?
It's not like a person arresting you or putting a scary ass iron mask on you. Goes, oh hello, by the way, I'm Jonathan. Like,
oh yeah, so I just know it's the boss, the jailman. Yeah. The chief jailer guy. He put that thing on my face.
Luckily for you, because in the room, slumped over in the corner, and you're fairly. I mean, Shogun, you know why that person's there, but the rest of you can make a quick assumption that during Natalie's imprisonment and being chained and whatnot, she managed to get a few good hits in, and there's a rather dead-looking guard slumped over in the corner.
How did I miss that when I walked in? Honestly, though, I just thought that smell was you.
I mean, it might be. I've been in here a while.
Okay. Well, I apologize for assuming. God, I'm gonna go look at it real fast.
I throttled him with a chain.
Well done. This is some pretty superb work right here. I can see the ligature marks. Hey, Vaco, get in here. Poke it with the stick.
Yeah. They also made a mistake and didn't like give me gloves or anything.
Ooh. What does that mean? Sounds cool though.
Vaco's gonna be kind of.
I would just like snap my fingers and there's like just a little bit of like kind of flash of like green energy.
Magic. Okay. Okay. So what sort of magic you do?
That's the same as all kinds. The kind where after I walk out of the room, everyone else is dead.
Kid's gonna back up slightly because that's not his. Not usually, at least. Only if he cleverly applies it. Baco, this might be more your department.
No, I don't know about that. Vako just reluctantly walks into the room.
Welcome. As you walk into the room, I'm assuming you're still carrying the big scary metal thing, yes?
Yes, rather close.
One thing you do notice is even though the the lock has been rusted open and it's been kicked, like when you walk in, the metal contraption thing seems to be drawn towards the lock. It goes boom, hits the lock, and it seems if this lock wasn't rusted and now broken, it appears as if this would undo it.
Ooh, maybe I should leave the metal electrical thing outside.
Can you keep that thing away from me? Got some memories.
Ooh.
Yeah, no problem.
I am a little disappointed to learn that it's a key.
It's many things.
Multi-purpose tool.
I see. Okay. Well, I suppose that the only people, we can probably tell Keldor to come back in. Hey, Vodka, what story are we going to make up for why she's not missing a foot?
Oh, I can grow them back.
Okay, good. Wait, no, that's probably a bad one too. Can you grow other people's foot back?
Give me like a day.
Okay.
That's such a
Sorry,
good
I gotta
response.
stay in character. All right. Let's go ahead and get Keldor and Mateus back in. Mateus will be thrilled to learn this.
Yeah, he gets hobbled in, assisted by Keldor. And he just kind of looks and goes, So, you found a way to not, like, cut off her body parts.
Yeah, we figured it out. It turns out that there's a bit of an unlocking mechanism that we weren't quite aware of and didn't have access to whenever we rescued you.
I mean, it's fine. You know, you probably could have, like, you know, maybe have been a little bit more cool.
Don't worry. The good thing is,
I'm really trying to not be like upset about this, but you're missing a foot.
that's the best part. I apologize. I've never even asked your name. Oh wait, no, you said your name was Natalie.
Yes.
I'm just bad about that. Natalie here is apparently a foot doctor.
This seems like a very strange and convenient coincidence.
Hey, you know what? That has probably been one of the best things about this trip, is all the strange and convenient coincidences.
This is correct.
Keldor, let's see, the good news is, Natalie, we kept his foot.
Oh, yeah, that makes things easier.
Oh, awesome. You said you still need a day?
Yeah, I'll need like a day. So just like stick it in a bag or something, hold on to it.
That's where it is. We got it wrapped up in salt.
Perfect.
I'll keep it nice and fresh. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we need to raise some hell.
Oh, please.
Okay.
I'm assuming you do the same thing. You rust the ankles, break those chains off.
Mm-hmm.
Shogun, that dead guard has all the equipment that you would need for your character. You know, if you want to slap on some armor, grab a basic weapon, all that shit.
Yes. So I will take out, particularly the thing that's important to me is my holy symbol, which looks like a set of 4 rings that I put on. And when they're all put on, they sort of lock together when I make a fist into a set of brass knuckles.
Nice. Greg's not there, but she's terrified and horny.
It's not always. All right.
See, I've been thinking it, but I haven't found a way to vocalize it. Like, I just know, hearing this description, that somehow that Shan is just sat there going like, I'm really into it. Yes.
Greg gets a premonition from God.
Greg's lesbian sense goes off.
Oh Lord.
What's wrong, Greg? You're acting weird again.
All right.
I don't know,
hot
but
person.
there is a vaguely attractive disturbance in the force.
What's the plan here? Because my plan is kill the top man. Other than that, I don't really know. And they put that thing on me before I came in here, so I don't really know the layout here that well.
Got it. You have exactly as much knowledge as we do on this. However, we actually have slightly more of a plan.
Wonderful.
The goal is, we have, much like Mateus over there, several captured allies within this castle. The goal is to find all of them, since we understand that they're incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to use this scroll to get everyone out of here.
Wonderful. So the
This,
plan is
unfortunately,
not
will
kill
leave
everyone.
else here. Yeah, not anybody who's imprisoned unless I or Keldor say so. I guess Vako too, but I don't know. He seems like the type who'd go pretty loose cannon for a lot of this.
Okay. Sure. And it's just you 3, 2.5?
Reginald?
Or sorry,
Pops
4.5? Okay, you. All right. So it's just us?
Yep. And to give you an idea of what we're packing, Keldor is a murder machine. Vako can shoot energy rays out of his hands. I am really good with weapons and magic, because I do my homework. And Reginald, I believe, is a paladin.
Yes. And my lance, it sets things on fire. It's lots of fun.
What are you a paladin of?
The triad, all those goody goods. Specifically, Kurlock, strength, hoo-ha, girl, warriors.
I'm not
all that
listening
shit.
anymore.
Okay. Hello.
Oh, Reginald. We also have Mateus, but as you can see, he's a little out of commission.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they got to him before they got to you.
Yeah. It's probably my own fault. I said some very, very, not very pleasant things about, people.
All right. Well, let's go kill people and not kill some other people.
Yeah.
Sounds like our best plan.
Go, go.
I guess the best thing on this one is take a minute before you decide to attack.
Yeah.
Because knowing this guy, there's a very good chance he may have brainwashed some of our people.
Okay, but at least people in guard uniforms, I can just...
Yeah, go crazy.
Sweet.
All right. Let's go ahead and get formations set up.
If you want to decide how you want to move around, I'm just going to move that skull out of the way for you so you can move your stuff. Decide how you want to move, and I'm assuming you're heading into the other room.
What's this room over here?
That's the room Mateus was in.
Okay. Then, yes, we'll have Vako go in the front since he's got the key.
Sounds good to me.
Kid'll back him up. Let's put Keldor in the middle. Reginald can help Mateus.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know. I think I like this plan anymore. Let's put Natalie in the middle.
Okay.
With Keldor behind her. In case she decides to backstab us, we have someone who can stab harder in the back. And then put Reginald and Mateus at the back.
And where are you wanting yourself?
I'm going to put myself adjacent to or near Vako.
Alrighty, cool. Got that all sorted. If you head into the other room, it's a pretty empty looking room. The only thing in there really is a staircase heading up.
Okay. Let's see. I think what we're going to do is let's go ahead and head up, but giving at least a second or two between each person. That way, if the first person has to suddenly turn around and start moving, the rest of us have a chance to do the same.
Alrighty.
Tactician.
Clever boy. Alrighty. You can. Oh,
Do you have anyone who's particularly good at scouting?
That'd be Keldor.
Okay.
But at the moment, our best scout is currently over freeing the other prisoners at the other prison.
Okay. Then why don't I go ahead?
Are you good at scouting?
Yes. And I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Kid's going to bring Sugar out and place him on top of his head. And he's going to chitter at Sugar a little bit. But
are you saying anything in particular to the bat?
basically saying, let me know if she tries going backwards.
All right.
Sugar, by the way, is a bat.
Cool.
So, yeah, okay, we'll let you go forward.
And I will go ahead very, very cautiously.
Alrighty. We will jump back to that momentarily. Meanwhile, at the military headquarters, Greg has an elephant's trunk wrapped around her waist and has just finished beheading a giant inhuman monstrosity, whilst on the back of said elephant, Utswa has been blasting eldritch blasts at the same unholy monstrosity, and it is now dead. Re-dead? Dead again?
That sounds good.
Was it alive? Who knows? What do Team Smash Bang?
Can we not run into another one of those?
I mean, we took care of it relatively easily.
Yeah, but it smells really bad.
Relifor can't talk, but the elephant laughs. As
Okay, Relifor, you can let go of me now, because this is really,
Oh, when he did the sound, he let go of you.
Okay. Because I thought he was lifting me up with it, but I'm like, no! I guess we should move forward. Where the hell did Flick go?
Valid question.
I can't hear him. He might be gone.
Hey. I'm up here.
Never
Around
mind.
the corner. You gonna ditch me?
No, I was not. I'm sorry. Did you not see me lasso the giant dead thing trying to save your ass?
You're cool. I like you. You were gonna ditch me, weren't you?
You can't prove that.
We should probably get moving. We gotta find those griffins.
We gotta find okay.
Eagles.
Eagles? I thought we were. Eagles? Those are boring.
They're like really big ones.
All right, fine. I thought we were saving griffins.
It's what grabs Greg's head, so starts pulling her along.
Are you trying to pull me away from the situation?
No,
or-
towards
Okay.
Flick.
I'm like, are we running away? Like, is that the plan? Alright. So I suppose we're gonna continue to move down this hallway until we find something.
Yeah. And an elephant follows behind you. This is good.
Subtle.
And just doing that the entire way. As you get around the corner, you can catch up to Flick. The hallways seem weirdly empty. If anybody would want to make a listen check for me, though.
I'm gonna go for that as soon as I pull up my ridiculously complicated sheet. Let's see here. Hold on, I just gotta find page 9, subsection B. This frickin' addendum. There we go. Yay! A whole
Yeah.
8.
8. You don't hear anything. Uta, would you like to try and figure out why everything seems so quiet and empty?
Trying. Oh.
8.
Oh.
All right, let's see what Flick can do. Skills. I can spell. Listen is that one.
Are you kidding me?
8.
What is happening?
This seems.
This seems rigged.
That one at that.
Yeah, the fact they all got the same.
Hold on, I'm gonna try it one more time, and if it's an 8, then something's up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say try.
No, okay, that was just a strange coincidence of bullshit right there.
Yeah, none of you hear anything in particular. That's fine. All right, yeah, no. It just seems weirdly quiet and empty.
I'm gonna turn to Relithor and I'm like, Relithor, what do your elephant ears hear?
The elephant looks at you. It strokes its beard with its trunk. It then moves its trunk behind one ear and listens out carefully. And like beckons you real close with its trunk.
Yes. Why do I trust Relithor? Why? Why does no one just stop and say, hey, Greg, remember what happened last time? Why does no one...
Hey, Greg, remember what happened last time? Let's go.
Or what?
Remember what happened last time? Let's go.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Relithor has a little chuckle to himself, but then the elephant looks serious. I don't know how, but it does. You can look into the elephant's eyes and he goes, all right, joke time's over. For realsies, though. Listen real careful in this vague direction. And that's what he seems to be pointing at. Like he points to his ear, and then a direction, and then at you with a very serious elephant look.
Okay, so I guess I should try listening again.
Yeah.
In a very specific direction.
And you know what? We'll take the 20 you roll for ease.
Please and thank you.
You hear something. Whilst one would assume it's not out of place to hear it at some kind of military HQ, well, it's probably not what you expected to be currently hearing. It vaguely sounds like trumpets. In fact, no, that's trumpets. Like, it kind of seems to be doing this. Dun, 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 dun. It seems almost like a fanfare.
I guess we should head toward the sound of the trumpets or away from the sound of the trumpets. I don't know. Trumpets mean various things. I'm confused.
Greg, in this town, they can mean anything.
Thank you, Utsua, for that lovely insight into our predicament.
I'm full of knowledge, thank you.
I know you are. Hey, Flick. How about you
Yeah.
go on and scout ahead, please?
After getting a very sarcastic thumbs up, Flick scouts on ahead. I think I'm encapturing Flick pretty well.
What a nice young man.
You think that's nice?
I mean, nicer than most of the folks I've met.
Oh, Greg. Okay.
So, Flick's gonna vanish and he'll come back in about a minute or so. What are you doing that time?
I guess this is probably not enough time for me to MacGyver another stupid thing, is it?
It depends how stupid.
What stupid thing can I...
What thing can I
All the
invent
upcoming
on the
items.
spot?
I guess since Flick already has one, I'm gonna use... Actually... What happened to the giant's weapon?
It clattered onto the ground. You shot it out of his hand. It's just there.
Right. I'm gonna take it apart and try to figure out how it works.
It's just a metal shaft. Like, it's magic.
Well, I wasn't sure if there was like a component, like a crystal or something that charged it with electricity.
I mean, yeah, feasibly. There's
To
no
understand
reason.
its magical properties so I can make electricity bullets.
All right.
It's a stun gun, if you will.
I can tell you the mechanics of this stick, because Varko probably wants to understand what the mechanics are. Basically, it is a large spear for basic calculations. Functions as a +3 weapon with the shocking effects, so it always does an extra d6 of shocking damage. However, it also has 3 separate abilities it can do depending on how many charges you use out of it. It gets 3 charges a day. They replenish every day. For 1 charge, you can do the spell Shocking Grasp. So, hey, more electricity. It's like you just turn the voltage up on your stun gun. You can do Lightning Bolt or Lightning Ray, whatever it is, where you just summon the line of electricity for charge. And then the third one is what it did, which was essentially like an area effect of lightning. You know what? I just love the image of Greg picking this thing up, shaking it, and then like cracking open the bottom and pulling out like a battery.
Yeah.
I like that
Never
image.
magic. There's no magic. Everything was just batteries the whole time.
Oh no, it's a magic battery. You know, we can pretend it's like some arcane crystal, like it's a cobalt blue and sparking off electricity, but you know, it's basically a magical battery.
Rightio. So, am I able to turn it into like a stun gun type bullet ammunition sort of thing in a minute?
You could try slapping it onto one of your guns, and then your gun can have the effect of that weapon.
Ooh, with like every bullet? That's a better idea.
Yeah. And
Sure.
those 3 spells.
Awesome. I'm gonna slap that onto Daisy.
Alrighty. Daisy is now a +3 weapon with the shocking capabilities on top of whatever it previously had. So every bullet deals an extra d6 of electricity. 3 charges per day, although it did use all of its charges, so it can't do any of the special things today. But tomorrow,
Excellent.
I know that should take longer than a minute, but yeah. We spent
Greg's
all
just
of last
really
time
good.
fighting this thing. Yeah. So I'm fine with it. You figure it out. You got it. And Flick comes back. He comes around the corner. His face is a little bit like,
What is it?
Oh, for a second, I thought Britain got to him.
So like, there's like a guy, and he's like a big deal, and he's just kind of in the room where like the eagles are, but then there's like more people, and they're all like just going, "Yeah, you're the best," and there's a lot of them in the room.
You know
we
what
need to
time
go
I think
into.
it is, Flick? I think it's time we use that pipe bomb of yours. Throw it into the room, and then raise hell.
But what if it hurts the eagles? They're in there as well. They're just like chained. They're just hanging around in the room.
Well, the way I see it is these people are clustered in a group, sort of an arena sort of seating around like this one dude, right? Yeah. The eagles are on the outskirts of this.
No, so like to try and describe it to you, like there's like 10 of these eagles. They're like chained to the floor, and that's in the middle. And then there's like a guy, and he's like sat on this big fancy ass looking chair. I don't know, maybe he's got a really tiny dick or something. So like there's that, and everyone else is just kind of like spread around the sides, and we're all just kind of like people playing trumpets, and people are like, I don't know, something about like hail to crying. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Sounds like a.
That's the guy I want to kill. Let's go. Let's go.
Utsva, we gotta
What?
plan something first. We can't just run in there. Gotta come up with something.
But do we have to?
I mean, do we really just want to run in there and start shooting people?
I do.
Flick, do you have any opinion on the matter?
Well, my skill sets kind of involve not being seen, and that is just a big open room. I don't know, like you want to like throw a blanket over me and hope no one noticed.
I mean, I kind of have an idea.
Torn Pixie has just raided with 13 viewers. Thank you very, very much.
Welcome.
Woo! Thank you very much. We're currently figuring out how to take these 4 people and invade what is essentially a makeshift throne room. The plans are not good so far.
So basically, here's the brilliant plan that I've come up with. We are going to use Relithor to bash open that door. Enter that throne room. Relithor is going to throw you like a dart at the main guy. You with your daggers ready, going for his neck, while Utsva and I take care of the smaller folks.
Oh.
Flick just looks at Relithor and is like, how's your aim? Relithor does that with his trunk.
Like. If you attack big guy, you need to leave a piece from me. I really need a piece of that. Like really bad.
That seems oddly like specific, and maybe I should be concerned about you.
No, that's silly.
Who am I to say anything? Let's just kill stuff. All right. I don't have a better plan. It's almost as if I've lost like a vast majority of like my skills and personality set for some reason today. All right. Relithor, if you fuck it up, I'm gonna kill you. Nope. Wait, you like that? I'll get real close to killing you, but I won't.
Needs coffee.
All right. This is your plan. Your for sure, definite, real life, actual plan.
Well, I am apparently this team's only tactician, so Team Smash Bang is going in with a smash and a bang, and we are going to hopefully come out successful.
All right. Flick leads you round to the doorway, which is this one here. There's a very small hallway, and then it leads into this big open air area. You can see there's no ceiling on it. This is open air. Outside, you can see it. Big deal. And do I have a token for this douche nugget? I probably do. Like, I don't remember what I did with it because it'll be like a million. It'll be uploaded from forever and ever ago. So, new one should upload. Yes. Alright, so there's that guy. Do I have some generics? No, they're too generic.
That's the big guy.
That's the important looking dude.
Oh, he looks perfect for Eldritch Blasting.
Okay, let me get the amount of people correct.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
All right. Oh,
You can
okay.
stop now.
All right.
Do I have an eagle token? Because they should be somewhere on there, come to think of it. Eagle? Yeah.
Oh, come on, that's bigger than that.
Oh yeah, that's just that's an itty bitty one. No, go big.
You can size. Yeah, you can size them up.
Yeah.
There he is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count.
I'm suddenly afraid they're about to barbecue these bagels.
Okay. New plan. For Flick anyway. Whatsoever, gonna throw you at the big guy.
Yes! Okay.
Flick, you're gonna try and release the eagle. You're the only one with lock-picking skills.
You see like all those other people, right?
That's where I come in.
But you're one. They're more than that.
Flick?
I'm an army of one. I've seen these people torment my townsfolk, burn down my friend's shop, and utilize someone who I once respected as a tool of war. I have every reason to have pent-up rage and frustration, and I'm about to let loose. So I'm gonna go in there guns blazing, and if I die, then I die fighting.
Maybe I should be more concerned about you.
You should be concerned about getting those eagles out of here.
Stop trying to die, Greg. Stop it. Stop.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know you people very well. Like, normally, before we do something stupid, we, like, hug. Do we want to do that?
How about a firm handshake?
Yeah, that sounds more appropriate.
It has been a pleasure knowing you, you sick, bloodthirsty little psychopath.
In response, Utswell hugs Greg's leg. It's like, nice. I like this.
And
Yeah.
Rilithor, I'm gonna miss you the most of all.
More than me? Really? Oh, it's terrible.
If I've got any like final words, if you two don't die, maybe like consider figuring out what the hell you're doing, like, you know, between the two of you. Yeah, maybe like have a conversation or something, maybe.
Well, I mean, I think we talked it out. I thought everything was Gucci. Thought it was Prada, but like, I'm a little
What are
confused.
these things?
What are these things indeed?
It's a half-orc thing. I don't expect y'all to understand.
It's fashion.
Then
It's
again,
called
not much
taste.
satisfaction.
I'm keeping opinions to myself because nobody else here cares about my opinions on fashion.
We can talk about it later.
After the cheese discussion.
Oh God.
All right. Describe how you start this. If you want, I can describe a little bit more of the scene that's going on. If you just like peering in through, well, it's not even a window; it's a hallway. Specifically, this hallway here.
I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to plant one of the one of my actually, you know what? I do have some other bullet that I haven't wanted to use, but I don't know if I told you about it. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna crack open the door a bit, and I'm going to roll in a smoke grenade. And we're gonna make a dramatic entrance.
See, this works even better because there is music going on currently as well. Basically, what the gist of it is, is these trumpets playing. It sounds very impressive, and I am one person. I cannot make the sound of 18-ish people singing some kind of I don't even know what you'd call it, like ego stroking chant. That basically they are singing the words "Hail to Krail, mightiest warrior in the land."
Hail to Krail, mightiest warriors in the land.
Yeah, basically that. Yeah, except imagine it's like slightly off key in places, and the dude is just sat on his throne. There's what appears to be a dead unicorn next to him, but it's standing, and he's just kind of stroking it like, all right, yeah, fucking boss.
Dear Ratigan.
So, all
right.
Yeah.
After the smoke pellet goes off, Relithor's gonna go busting through the doors, throwing Utswa like a dart with extreme precision at this guy.
Okay, so there's this whole thing going on. There's lots of people going, "Hail to Krail, mightiest warrior in." Hail
Are all of them that
to Krail. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. I haven't listened to the song in a while.
Something and something with his something in hand.
You know what? Half of them are saying something because it's very obvious that they don't know this song very well. They've only been taught it very recently. Some of them are very confused. Like, oh god, what we're doing? Shut up, Jim. You're a different
No,
Jim.
Oh, okay.
Jim the second.
Yeah, your big Jim. He was weirdly self-aware / philosophical Jim.
You met a Jim.
Yeah. You're just Big Jim. Actually, no, there is a Big Jim. He exists somewhere in the world. He made Flick's coat.
Slightly bigger Jim.
You're medium-sized Jim.
It's a good year for gyms.
Yeah. Because of the great heroic exploits of Sir Jim.
Such Jimothy, we must ask you to undertake this horrible thing. Oh, again, it's like the third time this week.
Sir Jim did many great and wonderful things for the world. So he was, the name is, he was a hero for common people. So the common folk, it's like, hey, maybe if I call my kid Jim, they'll do something with their life, and we won't be impoverished.
After today, everyone's gonna be naming their kids Greg. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, so they're doing that. Smoke bomb goes off. Elephant sounds. And a dwarf is hurled through the air.
It's done. The
How
prophecy's
far
been
can
fulfilled.
how far can an elephant throw you?
There's like flattened middle eagles.
Yeah, hang on, let me
Just
just
land, face plant, and slide for 10 feet.
Probably.
You just see like the first couple of feet, like just some makeup face streaks.
All right, so he's there. Elephant strength is that, so you are one size category smaller than an elephant. So, doodly-dee. He can throw you 15 feet.
Oh no. It's not near enough.
Okay.
So,
Maybe get a bit closer in before.
Yeah, no, I imagined like he'd get in and he would throw her when he knew he could throw her a distance
all
successfully.
right. Okay,
That's assuming
so
Relithor has control of his faculties.
smoke goes off. Elephant charges into the room. There's a brief moment before 18 crossbow bolts get fired into Relithor. He can maybe make it yay far. And from there, he will make the throw of Utswa for 15 feet. So yes, Utswa, you are there if you want to put your token there.
Yeah!
And there's also an elephant filled with crossbow bolts that collapses to the floor.
Oh. You can make an attack, or is that not?
Oh, I've got the attacks and damage here. I know what happened to that. The rest of you, as in Greg and Flick, where would you place yourself? Because then I'm going to have you to roll initiative.
All right, I'm gonna get like just right here to draw their attention towards me.
Yeah, you could have done that during all the smoke stuff. And Flick, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know. He's going to hide, I guess.
I imagined he was running in like under Relithor for cover to get in close to the eagles, so he could start undoing their locks.
Yeah, that's genius. Yeah.
Really,
There we go.
that's genius.
Well,
I
you can
oh my
hide
God.
you can hide behind the dead elephant pretty well.
Oh no, it's like I love the idea of him like placing himself just behind one of Relithor's legs and moving cover. And just go.
But there's enemies on all sides, so he had that be hiding like in between both of its front legs or something.
Yeah.
Ah.
I never said this was a great plan. I said it was a plan.
Obviously.
All right.
Oh, no.
Well, does anybody want to say or do anything before I ask you to roll initiative here?
Can
I'm
do an
gonna-
Eldritch Blast, or is that not okay?
Do you think you could do an Eldritch Blast after being thrown in the air?
I think
I
she's
mean-
running on pure adrenaline of hate, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just buy
Okay.
that. You did it while you're being thrown. Go for it.
Alright, let's see.
I think I would say something. What would I say?
Keep in mind, Rebecca, you do have a multi-target attack.
I do.
What? Eldritch Chain. Nice. Okay, so you can jump chain to one secondary target. Who do you want the secondary target to be?
I guess the unicorn.
Okay. Well, please describe this. Describe what it looks like. What are you doing? What is this cool thing?
So it's an actual chain. It dots out. Still lightning. But it's sparkly lightning.
And do you scream anything, say anything, or you just like No, this is a standard day for me. I've just been thrown into this room by a bearded elephant through a smoke screen, and I'm just gonna throw a chain of lightning out of my fingertips at you. I don't need to say anything. I mean, we've all been there, you know. Standard affair, really.
It is. There are so many things she could say. Pick one of them.
That one.
I don't know. I'm going to
You don't
imagine.
have to say any words. You can just go, ah!
I'm just going to imagine that the chain goes off as she hits the floor with her face. So no sound comes out. It's just the chain shoots. It's beautiful, really.
Yeah. So, you're about to smack the floor, you fire, and it's just this muffled, nondescript sound. All right.
If dirt can make rage sounds, you would hear.
Well, this chain of lightning, you know, I don't know, does some cool dope ass shit in the air, you know, goes like, does a flip. I don't know. It looks like super cool and impressive. Sparkles are coming off. Like, you're fairly certain it's gay. Like, it is somehow radiating gay energy.
Oh, yes.
It reaches this, you know, brutish, shaved head, thick-chinned man who just sits on this throne like he is the biggest deal to ever exist. And as it goes to hit him, the shield that he has at the side of his throne, he lifts it up, and this shield is slightly concaved in and seems to have a very shiny surface on it. The chain hits the shield and is reflected straight back at you. You take your damage from your spell.
Oh. 18. Shit.
Oh, great.
So now I'm face first in the dirt and and being shocked. That's
Yeah. And
having a bad day.
This guy just kind of sits and goes, "Is this it?" Yeah, for real, like, yeah. I heard that there was like all this madness going on. Yeah, people, you would not believe how many panicked little buggers ran in here going, "Oh, Mr. Crowler, everything's going," and that's it. You got an elephant, which, you know, these little piss ants have taken down. You got a little lady there who looks like she's just eaten dirt. And whatever the hell you're supposed to be in the back there thinking I can't see you in your trench coat. Like, come on, mate. I'm Krail. I'm basically the fucking king around here.
As far as I'm concerned, you ain't worth the shit on the bottom of my shoe, you pompous, limp-dicked bastard.
Why are you walking in shit?
Because you can't keep the streets clean.
Why would I care? Look.
'Cause
Whatever, we're just gonna fucking fight or what, mate?
I don't know, are you just gonna sit there being a little pussy behind your shield, or are you gonna come and face me like a man?
Man, shoot that one. Roll initiative.
It's like pop her head up, and go ha, and then back in the floor.
And I think that's a very appropriate place to take a quick break. So, we'll get the initiatives all in order when we get back for all of that good stuff. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes, everybody.
Just give me 1 second.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Real fast. Okay, hang on.
Alrighty.
We are so fucking dead.
We are shaking off the dust from our alcohol-induced nonsense.
If we die today,
Yeah,
I'll
fine.
have to roll character scan, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, let that motivate you.
Roll up new characters.
I
Better
don't want to. That's
characters.
hard.
Gayer characters.
They're pretty gay already. It's hard
I
to do.
yeah, I think you're hitting near the limits.
Maximum levels of gayness.
All right. Yeah.
Back on?
Yeah. We've been on for a little bit. We came in right there to hear Shan's wonderful groan of not anticipation, but
Despair.
yeah, that.
Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Party. I'm Bardic Knock. Welcome to Party, great place, all-inclusive, great stuff. Go check out the Discord, link is below. It's an amazing place. I'm speeding through because I want to get more and more stuff done in this session because it's going to be a doozy. Basically, welcome to Party is an awesome place. Check it out. Follow them on all the places. If you don't know where those places are, I said them all at the beginning of the stream, somewhere after I finished insulting what all of you think is food. All right. Let's jump back over to... Well, you can't call yourself Three Guys Dog Walking Company anymore. You've accumulated more people. What are we calling, like, just Team Prison Break?
I mean, technically, she's not part of the team just yet.
All right, so three Guys Dog Walking Company and...
Associates.
Yeah. Alrighty, so where we jumped away from you, you headed upstairs. Whoever headed up first, which was you, I believe, Shogun, you get up. It's a small, simple room and appears to be vaguely empty. There is like one single stool that looks as if it had been severely struggling under the weight of a large creature not too long ago. Other than that, you can see two possible ways to go. There is a doorway on this wall here and one down here, just behind the staircase.
Okay, so doorway, or are there doors in them?
Doors. Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, like actual. There are doors.
Okay, so I will go back down the stairs. Say, it's all clear. In the room above. I don't know anything beyond that. And I'm staying invisible. And then I will go back up in the next room. So I'm gonna wait up there for them to follow me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to open a door while invisible.
No, that would be a bit weird. Kid, Varko. What do?
Did Sugar tell me the direction that she went off in?
Back up the stairs.
Okay. Gonna wait just a minute. Then we'll go with the first plan.
Okay, so you just heading up?
With enough time for us to back down if we see anybody. We're going
Yeah.
stealthy.
Yeah, one by one, you can all make it upstairs. Yep. All right.
I'll roll for move silently, just so I can see how stealthy I'm gonna be.
Oh,
Good call.
Here comes Kid, the Dark Horse, the king of stealth. This is
Uh-oh.
Kid, the Dark Horse in a hospital.
Somehow on this stone staircase, you find a squeaky floorboard.
I'll tell you what, make it easier. You know what's the most obnoxious and loud noise that exists? The sound of a chain dragging across the floor.
Oh,
What's
God.
Kid's weapon of choice?
Yeah. Just
All right, there you go.
awful,
Beautiful.
clattering, screeching.
How did I know you'd roll that one? How?
I don't know. I was happy about it though. It was exactly what I was hoping for.
Cool. I'm just gonna like hug a wall while they're doing that. Keep myself well away from this noise train.
Alrighty. Varko, you heading up as well? Or are you going, nah, I'm done. I leave. I'm gonna go sit in a woods somewhere and rethink my life.
Oh, do we have Vaco?
Don't blink.
Oh, we've lost him.
Yeah.
He went to the woods. And thought,
I think he did go into the woods, just rethink his life. Let's assume Varko goes up with you. I can't imagine he's going to just leave everything. All right.
We're a wizard and a sorcerer. We have no problem with most of the things we see up here.
Yeah. Same thing I described before. There are two possible doors to go down. One is behind the staircase. One is up yonder.
Okay. Said one behind the staircase and one further up?
Yeah, one on this room here. One leading to this room down here.
Okay. Kid's going to give some meaningless signs to kind of indicate what he's wanting to do to Vaco. And as soon as Vaco confirms anything at all about these signs, Kid's going to go and very stealthily try and look inside the door. Now, granted, his move silently is still applicable to this.
Which one?
The move silently I just rolled.
No, which door?
Oh, one behind the stairs.
All right, cool. You can peer in. You can make out a very small body, maybe like 2 to 3 foot, just strapped to a table. And approximately every 5 to 7 seconds or so, a large swinging scythe blade just swings past across the top of a table.
Oh, wait a second. Let's see. So I think my stuff is still. Did I cast light today? I'm pretty sure I did. And if so, it'd probably still be active. We've only been in here for 10 minutes.
This tower's pretty well lit.
Oh, is it?
You need to be able to see who you're torturing.
Okay. Then in that case, I should be able to see who they're torturing too. I'll make a spot to determine exactly who it is in my brief moment of looking.
All right.
Then again, it is another prisoner. So we'll see how this works out. Go spot.
It's kind of hard to see, because the angle you're looking at, like, you can see that they're small. You can see that there's only 1 foot because of the angle you're looking at. They seem like small feet. If you would have to guess, you're fairly certain you've probably been kicked by this foot.
Sturaterra. Sugar, echolocation. Tell me if there's anyone else in there.
Sugar, can't find anything.
Okay. Is the door currently closed, or can I open it?
The door is closed.
Okay. I'll let Vaco open it.
Yeah, Varko touches the big metal sparkly.
Wait a minute. Just because
There you are. He's back.
I had to go take care of something. We can have Keldor open the door. He's tankier.
All right,
more
yeah,
armor.
cool.
He's also
So-
taken a pretty savage beating today.
That's what
Yeah,
he's
he did
supposed
nearly
to do.
die.
Well, that's his job.
That's true. You're letting him
So-
have the key?
Plus, we have a cleric now, apparently.
Well, she's invisible.
Ooh, nifty.
Mm-hmm.
So you handing the torture device / key over to Keldor and let him open the door?
Definitely.
Yeah. Door opens. It's fine. Once again, every 5 to 7 seconds, a big swinging scythe blade swings across this table where this small person is strapped down.
Can I see like a lever or something in that room? Because I would follow them in. Like a lever or some kind of control or anything for this scythe thingy?
Nothing immediately stands out. In fact, if you look up, you notice that this isn't even attached to the ceiling.
Oh.
This is magical. You know, it is just hovering in midair and just swings.
What's the table made of?
Wood?
I just like creepily sidle up next to I'm gonna say, what's the name of the dude who's lost 1 foot?
Bardic.
Oh yeah.
Or Mateus.
Mateus. Hey.
That's what they've been calling him, yeah.
Hey. Break the table.
I don't think I want to.
Then I'll go over to the paladin. Hey, break the table.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Hold up. Hold up. The axe is being held aloft by magic, right?
Yes.
So physically, you're telling me that magic is holding it, right?
Yes.
I'm disarming. I'm going to attempt to disarm magic from this thing.
Baco is gonna step back.
Yeah, hopefully it's not aimed down when you do that.
That's why Reginald's over there. You know what? I'm going to roll a spellcraft check to see whether or not this is actually a plausible thing. That's not bad, honestly.
Logically. I'm just trying to see if I can bullshit this. You know there are many things magic can accomplish. You even know there are rumors and, you know, potentially the ability to create weapons and things like that, which fight of their own free will. You know, I don't think you've ever seen it, but you know, clerics can create spiritual weapons. Just like, ooh, hey, look, I made a magic weapon. It's gonna float there and fight for me.
Mm-hmm.
Logically, this cannot be too dissimilar to that, just on a larger scale or manufactured as such.
Mm-hmm.
This is still just a weapon. Even if it happens to be huge and the blade of this scythe is easily a good 3 foot long.
Yeah.
So, disarm check. What do I need to roll?
Okay, so it's a huge weapon, you say?
Yeah.
It gets a +8 on the roll. But considering the fact that it's not being held in hands at the moment, or would you say it's holding it two-handed?
It is the equivalent of being held. Well, actually, come think. Okay, you know, like when you have a dancing weapon, or do they count as they're being held? Like, can you disarm like a spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon deals a set amount of damage no matter what it is.
Well, what about, you know, like the magic weapon effect, dancing? You know, where like you can go, hey, fight for, and it just kind of floats there and fights for you.
It will not use the strength modifier of the person using it.
It will not.
So if that's the case, then that technically means that the thing holding it is the equivalent of 0 strength.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I rolled a 3.
Alrighty.
Kid, how do you disarm this?
Alright, so I wait until it goes for the backswing, and I bring the spike chain up and around it. And then what I'm going to do is, as soon as I've got a hold onto it, I'm going to immediately just pull to make sure it can't complete its swing. And when it tries to tug against me, I give it a little bit of give, and then I pull again.
Nice.
Which should send it clattering towards me.
Yeah, that is basically what you do. You pull this huge scythe out of the air, and it clatters onto the floor, falling towards you. You don't pull it hard enough to accidentally like pull it into you or anything like that. You have disarmed this.
Fuck magic. I can disarm anything. Even nothing.
There is a familiar looking gnome on the table. She looks distressed. is missing a foot.
That's okay.
She appears to, be like strapped down with various levers and stuffed in her mouth.
Well, that's the first thing to go. Actually, no, hold on. She's going to yell at me. Let's let's go ahead and get the rest of her out before we deal with her mouth.
Tara, I missed you so much.
Okay, so you can unstrap her legs, her waist, her arms, and then that just leaves her head and mouth.
Mm-hmm. We get every part of her unstrapped, and then we unstrap her head and mouth.
Yeah, and she spits it out. It's like this dirty-looking rag of various things. She just kind of looks at you and sits up, and she's like, "Real? Y'all just." What the fuck, man? Like,
do you want the long version or the short version?
I want the let's get the heck out of here version.
We got
and
two
then
more
y'all
people
can...
to get.
All right, cool. Does anyone got like, I don't know, like a boot I can put on? Because I can't walk too good.
Can you hop?
Yeah.
All right, that means you can fight.
I really shouldn't have expected anything less from y'all, so.
Oh, no.
Don't y'all have like, I think I've heard y'all say something before. Is it like called the crane style or something?
I have been strapped to a table for more time than I can remember. Because, it's kind of hard to tell hours. If I have to kick you in your ass, I don't care if I land on mine doing it. I fucking will.
All right, I expect nothing less. You're always a pleasure to be around, Duratera. Let's see. Is Natalie still, or Natalie still invisible?
Yes.
Okay, then we don't even know she's in there.
I have been whispering to your companions, though.
Oh, well, that could be anybody. That's fine. If we know that, you're there, then it's just a case of, did you see anybody else?
Yeah, I would just respond. So far, this is it.
Okay. Then I say we check out the other door. I'll have you look at it first, though.
There is a door in this room as well, leading to the back of it.
Oh.
In Duratara, hearing you talk to this person, it's like, have I developed some kind of issue in my head?
It takes a lot longer to do that.
All right, cool. Wait, what?
We got an invisible friend in here. Don't worry. She's maybe friendly. We didn't actually stop to check.
This does not fill me with any kind of joy or optimism or give any kind of comfort. The last time people had invisible friends where I was from, it turned out to be a fish with giant fucking tentacles out of its face.
Well, let's hope that's not the case. Or we'll hope it is the case and we just do the exact same thing we did to it. Kill it with a dolphin, I guess.
I'm gonna go over to the paladin again and whisper in his ear, "Hey, brain trust. Open that next door."
Okay. Reginald will take the key off of Keldor, walk over to it, and press it. The door unlocks. He'll open it up. In this room, there appears to be a perpetual swirling cloud of shrapnel and daggers just spinning around, filling a good chunk of the room. Strapped to a post in the middle of it is a half-orc. He has been stripped naked from he's naked from his upper body is naked. You can see it is his arms are black and covered in cuts and bruises, and the veins across his shoulders and chest are throbbing and pulsing with a black ichor, essentially. And he kind of looks, and he just goes, "Oh, hello, friends.
Not my department.
Hi. I am both glad to see you, but also slightly worried. I have been stood so perfectly still because this is the only area in which nothing will hit you. Unfortunately, my arms are quite large, and I can't move them, so they get cut a lot. I am in lots of pain. Perpetually.
Okay. I'm going to assess this. I'm going to spellcraft again to determine what I know about this swirling forces of blades. Oh, turns out being a master of
35. Fuck.
blades that inflicts small amount of pain is exactly what Kid is good at.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, I don't remember the exact name of the spell. I know what it is in 5e, and I'm 99% certain a version of it exists in 3.5. It's basically Cloud of Daggers. Just that, but bigger.
Okay. Let's see. Cloud of Daggers, huh? Oh, okay. Let's see. Are these here? I'm going to do a test real fast. Let's see. Unst, how strong are these things? Are they just strong enough to like cut skin or like completely slice through stuff?
Well, my arms are still attached to, so we haven't like cut. No, it cuts them. You know. He kind of like points with his head to his arms, which are covered in hundreds of small cuts.
Okay. I think I have an idea. I'm going to need someone stronger than me to do this. Keldor. Pick up the table.
He picks up the table.
Are all of the blades going in the same direction?
They are swirling in countless directions.
Okay, well this will eliminate at least a few of them. Let's see if we can catch as many of the daggers as possible. If they embed themselves in the table, we at least have less to deal with.
Okay, I mean, there are literally hundreds of these things.
Okay.
I mean, you can try. I mean, I would 100% reduce the damage taken.
I mean, I want to see if I can do this without having to use my spell, but...
I'm going to cast Shatter.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, that's perfect. This is why clerics rock. Okay.
Describe this. Describe what you do.
So all of a sudden I would appear out of nowhere and would bring my fingers apart like this and just snap the rings together, and just a bing sound would go through and shatter these little things into just dust.
So you shatter the countless blades into dust, so now they are not large enough or sharp enough to really hurt you. So there's now just a swirling fine dust that sparkles slightly. You turn daggers into glitter. Way to go.
Well, that kicked the shit out of my plan.
Unsta just kind of stood there, and then he just like collapses to his knees and I have been stood there. I don't even know how long. Like, it feels long time. Ow.
The fact you can feel anything is awesome, man.
You have all your limbs?
Technically, yes. My arms don't work.
Okay, cool. You're worth healing.
Cool.
God. You say that in front of the other two invalids.
I mean, you know, when I say my arms don't work, as in they physically can do nothing. If I swing my body with enough pressure, I can maybe loosely slap someone.
I'm gonna fix that.
I've seen you loosely slap things. Typically, they fall down.
Yeah, Unst, like he'll muster all of his strength and kind of like he'll do a few little warm-ups. He'll go like 1, 2, 3, and then muster, and he'll slap his hefty arm against you, kid, as an example. You take 3 damage.
Okay, second plan. Ow! Second plan. Whenever we come back here to kill the big guy, we can use you as a battering ram.
Okay, I'm gonna real quick cast
right.
Cure Moderate Wounds on him.
Alrighty, yeah, go for it.
For a total of 20 healing.
Yeah, a lot of the cuts heal up. He looks a little bit refreshed. His arms are still covered in this. Well, his arms are still blackened, and the pulse that seems to be traveling through his veins across his chest, that's still going. That is not a physical wound. That is more something else.
That's a blood curse.
That's a something.
Okay, we only have one left to get.
And there is 2 doors in this room. One there in the center, and one there in the upper corner.
So now that I'm no longer invisible, I'm just going to take effort to always be standing behind this person now.
Yeah.
You owe me.
He's a meat shield.
I mean, there's still just swirling glitter everywhere. I love the image of this. You're trying to have these serious conversations with just sparkly glitter, which is actually shards of metal.
I'm going to take a bag out and just gather this flying metal glitter and fill up a bag with it and close it off.
Nice. I know this tactic. It's a good tactic.
Okay. I'm going to talk to Unst. Unst.
Hello, friend.
Unst, do either of those doors lead to Notad?
I am like fairly certain that door in middle is where they took him. You know, I had bag on head, but you know I caught glimpse because they didn't like stand here to take bag off, and they were out of room when daggers were made happen. So they seem to take him that way.
They were out of the room when it happened?
Well, no. They were in the room when daggers happen, because that is how they do the thing. But I caught a glimpse of people. I need to stop moving my hands because you can't do that. I caught a glimpse of more people heading through this door. So.
Do we know what the other 2 doors are?
Well, you came from door down there.
Mm-hmm.
Door up there is where, you know, either a big terrifying thing would come and poke me with big scary electric stick and try
that one
to.
Over there?
Oh yeah, that one.
Hey, do we have any rope? Can we like strap that to him in some way?
You probably have rope. Oh wait, you've got all the alchemical stuff. Crack open a Tanglefoot bag, glue it to him.
Yeah, we'll glue it to his arms, so now his slaps can be electrified.
Yeah.
This is how we do amateur prosthetics.
Mateus and Duratara both look at each other and then look at you. You go, I can't do both our voices at the same time, but they both essentially... Which voice would be funny to hear this in? My bad attempt at Southern or raspy whisper?
Duratera.
Honestly, Duratera.
And y'all couldn't like glue that so I would have a foot? Fuck you, kid.
Hey,
how many of those do you have?
We only have the one, unfortunately.
Well,
I
meant
have a one big.
the glue.
Oh. We
God.
Okay.
got like 4 more of them.
Well, you have a table over there you could turn into peg legs.
That is true.
You also have Mateus's real foot.
I don't know if it's a good idea to glue someone's real foot onto their stump.
That's actually a really bad idea.
I just love this image of you glue it on wrong and it's perpetually like turned outwards or turned into a fucking
Rotting.
monster.
Ew.
Honestly,
God.
I'm gonna put the peg leg on Mateus, and honestly, it suits him.
I feel like I should be some kind of dope-ass pirate or some shit.
Hey, maybe our next adventure, man.
Yeah. They will call me Whisperbeard.
Honestly, Captain What sounds right. I'll be called Captain Kid. Now that sounds awesome.
Could you be Captain the Kid?
Captain the Kid. You know what? That's even better. All right.
It's a shame
So-
Cat 3 isn't here. He would have been Captain Cook.
Yes. All right. Then in that case, let's
Making
unlock the
jokes
door
is the only
to...
way I can deal with my existential dread.
That's okay, man. We can only barely hear you half the time.
Cool.
All right, key man, open up the next door.
Yes, wonderful.
Wait, no, we've attached
Over.
it to Oons.
Oh, it's Oons.
Yeah, because it's stuck to his arms. He's the key now.
Oons kind of swaggers over, and there's like an electromagnetic pull, so like it forces his arm up, and it kind of reaches and touches it. He has to like swing his arm, like swing his entire body to remove it from the door. The door is unlocked. You can head in, and there is a spiral staircase heading upwards.
God damn it.
Okay, so there's that one. We missed a room, right?
We should look at the other room, yeah. Wait,
Yeah, if
hold
you-
on. Have I seen any of these rooms in the vision?
No, none of these rooms have stood out to you so far.
Okay, that has just occurred to me. That the last time I saw it, I actually saw all of them chained up. But I also had a vision of the outside. We need to send a scout up there.
Fine. Actually, which one of you wants to be sneakier? Because it's not my turn.
Vako, you're fairly...
Vako just kind of like, at first clumsily, just kind of stumbles backwards. Like, no, I'm not the sneaky. No.
You've been on stealth team before, and you've worked with Flick more than any of us.
It's a shame that none of these people ever known Varco turn himself invisible. Except Kid. Because no one can call him out on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because Vako full well knows being sneaky means he's going to be going in there all alone without back. And he's always, maybe not the most bravest person out there,
Here.
but definitely the most cowardly.
Come here. And I'm just like reaching forward with my hands to like pat you on the face.
Vako just slowly moves his head back, swatting away the hands slowly.
Well, if I make him invisible and he doesn't do anything.
What's the plan though? With me going in there, I don't understand the plan.
Take a look around, see if there's anything in there that we have to deal with.
I got a great idea. Why don't we make that bat of yours invisible? She's kind of silent flying around, and she'll get a much better vantage than with being up in
It's
the
true.
air.
He's pretty good at that.
It's hilarious that I just throw the bat under the bus because I don't want to go in.
I don't know. Sugar, you up for it?
Squeak.
I think Sugar's, well, Sugar can talk to me. I think
Yeah, Sugar just kind of goes like,
Californian surfer,
I mean,
I think
like,
it was.
sure, why not? That'd be cool.
All right. Sugar, I'm counting on you. If anything goes bad, send me a thing and I'll get you out of there, okay?
Right on.
All right, come here. Come here.
Sugar's game.
Flap, flap, flap.
I poke it on the face and cast invisibility.
Yep. The bat goes invisible. It flies up. Kid, you immediately get a pang of distress. Not that like Sugar's in danger, but like it's scary up here. And Sugar flies the fuck back down. You can't see him, but he like just nestles on into your hair, and you can feel Sugar trembling.
What was it?
Bruh.
What happened?
Like, imagine like a snake, but really big. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I was around for that. Remember that big thing on the mountain that like ate you? Or it ate
Never
someone
ate
else? Who
me.
did it eat?
The Remmer haze.
Yeah. Like imagine something like that, but bigger, scarier, and made entirely out of bones. Oh, by the way, Notad's up there.
Okay.
Was that the last person you needed?
Is Notad chained up? I'm asking Sugar this.
I think that's something you kind of just have to see.
Got it. In that case, Vako,
Yeah.
would you mind? I can get him out of there if he's not chained up, but
I guess we're going in.
Do we want to check
Fine,
the other room
I'll,
first?
we might want to do that, yeah. Oons, do the honors roll fast. I'll let Sugar calm down.
Yeah, Unst will walk on over. He'll swing his arm. Same thing will happen as it has done before. And you see it. It's an empty room. Appears to be a similar break room-esque thing. There's 2 guards in there. They're sat. Yeah, you know what? There's 4 guards. They're sat around the table. They've got small glasses of drink and whatnot, and one is sat and it has like a small screen. And they seem to be rolling dice. And the one behind the screen goes, "So, Jeremy, when you get home, Matilda is very angry at you and she wishes to have a long and in-depth discussion about the comment you made about her haircut." And one of the people goes, "Oh no, shit. Diplomacy, come on." And they all stop and look at you and go like, "I don't think you're meant to be here, but we're also not supposed to be playing houses and humans, so..."
We're gonna be real cool about this then?
Yeah. Because
Alright, as you
we're
were.
like at a really
Shut the door.
important, critical moment here. All right.
I
dude.
I snag a snack.
Yeah, they got some real good looking snacks. They got like pretzels. They got
Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a muffin.
Doritos.
Alright. We're gonna be real cool about this then. I'm going to shut the door.
Wonderful.
Yeah, nothing going on in there. Just some nerds.
Oh. And I just throw the muffin down the stairs. It's freaking raisin.
God. Not even the good kind of nerds. Alright.
All right, let's go say hi.
Let's go say hi. Let's see. I can scout up there first unless everyone wants to go.
Let's go. I'm kind of
Alright,
excited.
let's all go. Okay, formation. I'll run in and I'll see if I can secure Notad. If there is an opening, then we take it.
I'll be right behind you.
Let's see. If I can get Notad, I'm going to go down the stairs. Once I get to all of the hurt people down here, I'll get them all to the safe location.
I go over and I tell him I can cast invisibility on each and every single one of us. It'll last for about 8 minutes. That might.
Stealth ops, let's do this.
And if you do go uninvisible whenever you start attacking, I can cast a greater invisibility sphere around myself to where we can attack while still invisible for a few rounds as well.
Okay.
Don't bother casting on me. The invisibility.
That's fine. Sorry, I guess I'll start casting regular invisibility on Unst and Kid and myself.
Alrighty.
Not so much the paladin.
You're just gonna let Reginald like waltz on in there and be like, "Oh, hello, everyone!
Yeah,
Wonderful."
I'm hoping he could be a distraction.
He probably would be the best to do it.
Yeah.
It's not that I want him killed or anything.
No,
Coffee's
especially
sake.
not during Pride.
He's just the nicest guy.
He really is.
The only
All right.
person that I would put instead of Reginald is probably Relithor.
Basically, the people who are new.
Correct.
Okay. Then let's get up there and let's get moving. Sugar can make sure that we don't bump into each other.
Alrighty.
All right, let's do this.
You get up the stairs. On one side of the room, you see this giant serpent made of bones. It is huge, disturbingly massive. It appears to be asleep in some way, shape, or form. Or at the very least, not actively paying attention. The other thing you see, and it's not remotely a pleasant sight in any way, shape, or form. You see your friend, former teacher, liar, and all-around kind of general French asshole, impaled onto the wall. 2 spears, one piercing through each shoulder. They appear to be like forced into the wall. He has a contraption strapped around his head, which appears to be perpetually poking something into his eye.
Vako silently laughs.
Yeah, this is like a real gnarly sight. He just looks utterly defeated. In fact, it's not even obvious if he is alive or not.
Vako, do you have detect magic?
If I cast a spell, it'll break invisibility.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up there and whistle.
As you try to make a sound, nothing comes out. You hear a voice in your head. Oh. Hey. You trying to do the whole invisible thing?
Well, I'm not invisible.
Nice.
I'm visible.
Well, not you. Never mind. I mean the rest of you. I really thought you'd be so much more capable. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's been so cathartic having you locked up in this dungeon, Mother. It's just been fun. Right there. Everybody who is currently invisible, it is snapped out of you. You are forced into visibility. So if you'd like to pop yourselves on the upper layer over this side.
Sure. One moment. I think we're sneaking over. Where's Notad?
Can you not see him? There.
No, I don't see it. Oh, I might just be on the wrong. Yep, I'm on the wrong thing.
Sorry, let me just...
Yep, here we go.
Well then.
Okay, we'll get Keldor over there.
So, you're the rescue team, huh?
Bucko casts invisibility again.
Fine.
Or can he cast invisibility if he's silenced?
You're not silenced, but zone of silence is like no tap.
Oh, I see. Wait, can I make a Arcana check to see what this guy did?
Yeah.
Or just something. I mean, I thought I would have seen him do something.
So do I know this person?
Oh yeah. This is your son. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He is the literal worst. And kind of kid who would magnifying glass anthills, pick wings off flies, and just watch them twitch. It's probably his dad. His dad was, dad kind of just like took him away and did all of that. You probably didn't have much of a say on his childhood or any such thing.
So it's him, and then also there's this giant skeletal monster.
Oh yeah, that's behind you all.
Right.
It doesn't seem to be moving just yet, and he's just looking at you all. It's like, so. This is the part where you've got like a big speech. Any of you?
I have a mechanical question.
Go for it.
Control Undead as an evil cleric doesn't mention that it has any components of any kind, so do I have to say anything to do it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Then I'm going to roll a charisma check. Because I can do that.
Go for it. Try and control the undead.
And unfortunately, it's just a flat charisma check, I think. Which is pretty wimpy. That's...
Oof.
How many hit dice does it have?
15.
15? Okay. Okay.
The things that are impaling Notad, are they like spread out in human proportions?
They appear to be, yes.
Okay. Vaco, please don't blow up my bat. Benign transposition. I am going to cast Benign Transposition on Sugar and Notad.
Notad appears in your arms, well, like on your head, but into your arms, and Sugar is just flapping against the wall and quickly starts flying towards you. However,
okay. What? Go ahead.
Oh, were you about to say something?
I'm now that I've got Notad, I'm gonna get everyone out of here. You guys take him out.
As Sugar starts to fly towards you, this asshole. It's like, really? You would take away my greatest toy? Fine. He looks at at Sugar. How many hit points does Sugar have?
Sugar has half of Kid's maximum hit points, so 26.
Power word kill.
I'm immediately hit with the loss of a familiar. I see Sugar immediately fall to the ground.
Mm-hmm. And with that, could you all roll initiative quickly, please? So Utswa and Greg can join in, and we can see how all of you die. I love how whenever like something related to the party dies, everyone goes so deadly silent. It's really intense. Makes me feel like I'm doing a good job.
You are.
Yep.
Hey. So I think I'm going first. And I think I'm probably just gonna try this again.
Can we move Notad? Just to get him out of the area?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
with y'all. Is everybody in there? Or Varka, I think, is just adding in.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Vaco.
Should probably throw Blick in there as well.
Since I'm probably at the highest point of. Oh wait, you haven't rolled in the enemy, have you?
Yeah, he's there. He's at the very bottom. Taliesin with 6.05.
Okay.
And have you rolled yours? Because it's not coming up on anywhere.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 23.
Yeah, I'm going. Boop a doop. All right, hang on. Just throw in Varco's. There we go.
Sweet.
All right. Yeah, Shogun.
So I'd like to do that
What
again.
You want to try and control undead?
Well, that's what I want to do, but it's probably not the smartest thing to do.
I mean, in reality, all you lot need to do is you just need to stay alive till it's kid's turn and then get teleported out of there.
Okay, you can only teleport the NPCs.
Oh no.
That was the plan from the beginning. But the plans have changed.
I'm gonna walk up to what's his name?
Taliesin.
Taliesin. What are you doing?
I'm having fun. Helping Dad. Taking control of the world, bringing a new peace to everything, because you have seen the world, right?
Yeah, but
look at it.
Hey,
They let people like that, he says, gesturing to the whole motley crew of people, just run around and make decisions for themselves. And, you know, before that, there was, you know, King McFife, and before that, yeah, that was the history of civilization.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there, because I think you are both smart enough and proud enough to not talk about things that you don't care about. You don't care about any of that at all. You just want to kill stuff.
I don't even want to kill it. I just want to watch it squirm.
Yeah. Don't BS about history or anything if you don't care.
I really don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Neither do I. And I'm just gonna like stand next to him. Yeah. And like pat him on the shoulder.
Oh.
Alright.
I thought this was the part where you were going to like spank me or something.
No.
You know, try and pretend you're like an actual mother. All right, cool.
No, I'm not. And I put my hand on the back of his neck and cast Slay Creature.
Slay living.
Please describe how that spell works.
You can slay one living creature. I must succeed on a melee touch attack. I'm already touching his neck.
Mm-hmm. I would justify that. He has allowed you to make physical contact. Any kind of save?
Yep.
Or
It can avoid death with a successful fortitude save.
that is a nat 1.
He is instantly dead.
That was easy.
The very second he even starts to slump over from being dead, Kid's already on him. Got him by the neck and is going to instantly go up and pin him through the same thing that Notad was just through.
Yeah.
Now
He's
I'm
gonna
going
pick up
to
Sugar's body.
make sure that he can't be brought back. And I'm going to cast
If you don't mind.
a spell on him whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Do
worries.
what
Point
you
blank
want.
lightning.
Alrighty.
You do what?
Point blank lightning bolt to the head.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I mean, all right. You can. Well, you're not out of combat over here just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Bone now. So, don't blink. Are you here?
Yes, I am.
What would you like to do?
I really want to cast invisibility again.
You want to just make yourself invisible again? Just like, run away.
I mean, so I haven't used any of my spells, right? Other than the couple of invisibility stuff that
Yeah, not a single one.
Oh, I cast haste
On yourself?
on everybody.
Nice.
Yes.
So do you want to describe haste quickly?
Yeah. Essentially, it makes everything super, super fast. But let me get the actual spell up. What it does is it makes a creature's move and act more quickly than normal. The extra speed has several effects. So it could do one creature per level. Since I'm level 8, I could do like 8 creatures. And it lasts for 8 rounds. And when making a full attack action, they get 1 extra attack at the maximum attack bonus. They also get +1 bonus on attack rolls, +1 dodge bonus to AC and reflex saves, and they increase the movement speed by an additional 30 feet.
Nice. There's one person, well, 2 people you can't affect with that if you're including Natalie as well in your allies.
Now let's see. So I will be 25 plus 5 feet per every 2 levels. So that's 45 feet from me. So that's no 30 feet. Let's see. Ah, I see. Wait, is Keldor here or here?
2 Keldors?
Nope, just the one.
I mean, technically, they would all be close to the stairs. I just copy and pasted everybody over there for some silly reason.
Whoever's the most combat capable.
That'd be Reginald. And Kid,
So
technically.
yeah, so we'll do the Unst, Keldor, possibly Kid. I'm sure Kid has something to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about whoever this guy is over here. I don't know about this guy.
Well, he's only got he's got a peg leg. That's Mateus.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give the peg leg guy much to do.
No, that's fine. So not Mateus, and is there a second one you don't want to?
Who's this person right over here?
That's Duratara. She's also only got 1 foot.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the peg legs away out of this. We're just gonna tell
that's
them to
fine.
sit down and take it easy.
Everybody else, you're hasted. It's wonderful. It's great. You're all gonna like Speedy Gonzalez out of there.
Best of luck.
Meanwhile, thank you, Shannon, Rebecca, for being so patient. I was hoping to try and bash through that to get to the combat stage for them as quickly as I could. But that's taken a little bit longer than I thought. So thank you for being so patient. Ugh. You know what? Flick is holding his action for Reese. Utswa. You're on the floor. You've been zapped by your own Eldritch Blast. What do?
Rebecca?
I'm thinking. Hang on.
Okay.
Just gonna do invoke and travel guarding.
Okay. So, that, what does that do to you? That makes you invisible and pass without a trace, doesn't it?
So it when this can't read. When this invocation is activated, blah, 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 deflect incoming arrows, raise other ranged attacks, have no trail, cannot be attacked by scent. Those are the things.
20% miss chance, basically.
Ah, yes. Nice. Wonderful. So you're protecting yourself with that. And are you doing anything else?
Is there anything else I can do?
Move?
Besides, she's going to move forward towards Cray.
And I've totally just realized what Flick could have been doing on his turn, which would have been very quick and easy. So, what Flick is going to very, very quickly do is all of these eagles, they are tied to one central in the middle. He's going to go and pick that lock and free the eagles. Why did I not think of that?
Awesome.
So, open, open lock, thieves tools, yes.
He's also got the lock slip grease. He's broken it.
Oh, yeah, he's also got like, yeah, so click, that happens, the eagles, the chains fall off, they start to flap wing, they look like they're about to do some stuff. Krail is going to sit there on his throne and look a little bit pissed off at everything and just kind of go like, in fact, he's still like chatting shit to Greg, basically. Like, so, what? And you've got your little mate here, but, you know, whatever. We'll just knock her out of the way. You just going to stand over there, or are you going to come and fight me? Like, you know, you've got something in your pants worth having there.
I mean, all things considered, we're kind of done here, and you don't really seem worth the effort.
Well, you're dumb.
God. Oh my god, he's better.
um,
Oh god, she's better.
NPCs. Relithor, who has shrunken down from being an elephant. Thankfully, when wild shape is reduced to 0 hit points, they just return to being themselves. So Relithor's not dead. He's alive. He's just a dwarf again.
Bit of a
And
downgrade,
somehow
but
he
that's all
smells
right.
More.
What Relifor done do? He looks at all these eagles, and he goes, "Here now, you pretty eagle birdie friends. Want to help me and my friends get out of here? I think that'll be real nice." The eagles will turn, look at him. He goes, and the eagles all repeat, but more eagerly.
No.
And they motion for you to jump onto them. The eagles will have an initiative of 8, so they will move after Greg. NPCs in the tower, they're going like, well, what do? Except Notad, who... Kid, is Notad still in your arms? Are you like cradling him like a baby?
No, once again, the very moment that I saw this guy just start to go down, Kid's immediate reaction was to rush as quickly and recklessly as he could to grab him before he hit the ground and impale him to the wall.
So, what did you do? Just drop him.
I kept tumbling down the stairs. That's, I guess, just what happened. But there's one person I care for, or I guess one creature I care for more than him. And they are no more.
Yeah.
But provided that I can use the bonus from haste to smash him into the wall the way I did.
Oh, hell yeah.
I am going to pick up Sugar's body. And I'm going to cast Regroup to get all of the injured directly next to me.
Which is literally everyone except Varko.
The mortally injured. Like the ones who are non-combatants at this stage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because the rest of them understand what the plan is.
So, now get yada, and yada. Notad stirs a little bit as you poured him over. You know, he opens his one eye, the other's still got like some awful contraption poking into it. He just kind of looks at you and goes, if anybody would like to do just something, make me, have a little bit of life power, I can get this all out of here. It's going to really, really hurt, but I can do it.
Shut up. I'm going to immediately pull the scroll out. Because I'm tired of listening to what he wants to do.
D'accord. You do what you think is the best.
Everyone join hands or grab a hold of someone.
I mean, I can literally turn into a dragon. You can all jump on my back and we will fly the fuck out of... all we need to do is knock on the wall and we'll get out. Okay, system.
I hate when you're white, right?
Baku seconds that comment.
Ride on a dragon?
Oui. So somebody could just give me like a little bit, because if I had to put my hit points, like if I had to measure my overall strength, I'm on like a -8.
Can I smash a jar of healing salve on top of him?
Yeah.
Okay, I've done.
Okay. Now, I cannot see so wonderful because, this eye is... So someone just like push me towards a wall.
I'm going to grab him by the hair and push him towards the wall.
Yep, he does that. He knocks. The wall opens up, creates a single door frame, and he falls out the tower. The door frame closes once he falls out of it. There's a pause of, 5 seconds, give or take.
This bone nugger's being awfully patient.
It rolled a shit initiative.
Ah, good.
After about 3 to 5 seconds, the tower above you is torn asunder as a ginormous silver dragon is flying above you. Like, Want to get on, everybody? We're going to fuck off now.
All ashore that's going ashore, I guess. I'm going to kick the corpse one more time.
Yeah. Alrighty. So that's how you get out of there.
Y'all have fun.
Back.
I'm gonna stick around.
We didn't know you very long, but you were an awesome person to have around.
Yeah. And I turn back to this bone naga thing. All right. Let's get you settled.
Nice.
So basically,
Greg.
as the outro, I'm going to continuously try and turn this thing to my side, as basically my character turns into NPC, and raise Taliesin as a zombie.
Nice. Wonderful. Greg, finish everything off. You've got 10 giant eagles. You've got your friends. The eagles can fly. You're in an open air area. You've got the last word.
I'm gonna take out Pepper, and I'm gonna aim her right at Krail, and I'm gonna fire a dead shot. And I'm going to use my last critical from Wily Hobbit to ensure that this thing destroys him.
All right. Please describe how that works.
So dead shot is a single full round action. I pull all of my attacks into a potential single deadly shot, and I fire at one target. And that target is basically, from what I understand, fucked.
Okay, so firearm single target makes as many attack rolls as you can based on your base attack bonus.
That's 2.
So, yeah. So you make 2 attacks. We'll say they're both crits. If any of attack rolls hit... Oh, you made the crit. Yeah. For each additional successful attack roll beyond the first, increase the damage by the base... Alright, so basically, since you used a crit, you are essentially rolling 4 times the amount of damage you would normally roll.
Okay. So let's see here. Should I just roll Pepper and see what the damage is and multiply by 4?
Well, it's the dice itself, so do you know what dice size you use?
Oh, yeah, hold on. I just need to check my notes. Pepper does 1d8.
Yeah, so it's 4d8.
4d8 of damage.
20.
Good solid hit. Actually, what the... Yeah, no, it has already been doubled for the crit, yeah. So it's that, then add, your dex, which I think is like a +5, isn't it?
Dex mod is a 4.
24. It's still a sizable amount of damage to deal in a single hit. I can reveal this. That is approximately 25% of this person's total hit points. It's not a real rule, but I like it as a fun rule. If you can deal like a certain percentage of damage in a single hit, that could inflict an injury. What injury do you want to do to this guy that's going to last? You're going to like essentially make his arm useless, like take his leg out, blind him.
I'm going to castrate him.
Yeah. So you shoot him in the dick. Nice. So as you do that, please describe the epicness in which you like whip Pepper out. I don't know. You spin it around and go like, use some ridiculous thing. The bullet goes slow motion. You see it. Like,
I'm just gonna take Pepper out, unload all my special bullets, and I'm like, I won't waste an incendiary on you. I won't waste an acid on you. An armor, a fire, an explosive. You know what you get? You get something that I like to call the bullshot. And I take out this one bullet that's just like huge. And I shove it in. and I take it, I slowly aim at him like, it's a damn shame. I hope you didn't want kids. And then I just shoot him.
Nice. So as Krail is sat on his throne, a bloody mess, still very much alive, very, very much in pain, all the eagles start flapping their wings and beckon everybody to get onto them.
Yep. Let's ride out of here in style.
Greg, Flick, Relifor, Utswa. These eagles can carry 2 people, so if you share them, that's fine. Or if you all want one to yourself, you start flying out. As you start flying, you see a giant ass silver dragon with all your other friends on it and a prison tower that's been collapsed. And that is where we can end the session, with everybody meeting up, flying in the skies. Does anybody have anything I want to say to their friends when you meet up? Just like a single dope ass line to end the session on.
To the new people, to the people we just saved.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
and to your
new.
friends.
That's it.
That feels appropriate. Alrighty. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. I have been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on Twitter, Patreon, YouTube, or name. I do content. That is the closest thing I can say to what I do. Without lying. Huge thank you to Welcome Party. You can find them on Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube. Twitter at Welcome Party RPG. Twitch here at twitch.tv/Welcome Party RPG. YouTube at youtube.com/Welcome to the Party. And Patreon at patreon.com/Welcome Party RPG. Or the information should be down below. There's also a fantastic Discord group. Go check it out. It's amazing. And there's a whole bunch of awesome stuff going on this month for Pride. Last night we had the first in like a trio of games, and it was amazing. Just everything. It's fantastic. Huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Tabletop Loot, Devon Rue, and So Nerdware. All fantastic people and companies. Go check them out. They are wonderful. All right. Players. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful players. Who has things they want to say? Normally I'd do Archer, but he's not here. So next up, Cody. Cody, you have artists you like to tell people about.
2 of them. One's on Twitter, one's on DeviantArt. The first one on Twitter is Thomas JB, does awesome work. The second one on DeviantArt is Coon19, who is really good at doing all the cool pictures. Both of these artists are responsible for drawing Kid the Dark Horse. Please go check them out.
Alrighty, wonderful. Rebecca, you have a DeviantArt where you post the arts. What is that? Where would I find it?
It's under Lundana, Lundana.
Wonderful. You should go check that out, because Rebecca did the wonderful artwork for a lot of our character tokens in this game. She's awesome. Shan, how do I give you money over the internet?
Well, if you go to Shanalogic, my Twitter page, you will see everything that I'm doing. You'll have a link to my Etsy shop, as well as an Indiegogo campaign I'm running that is already 140% funded, but we want to keep going with it. To get my good buddy Wiley Hobbit, who some of you may know, a kick-ass laptop so he can continue streaming to his best ability. Because his stories have touched me, it's touched everyone in our group, and I hope it's touched some of the viewers, and I want to help him keep doing what he does best. So let's give this man some more money, because I'm greedy and I think it's fun.
I'm having to bite my lip so hard because I love and respect Wiley too much to make a crass joke about him touching things.
He would have it no other way.
And finally, our wonderful special guest / the person who managed to make this run at a decent quality, because I do not trust British internet, quite frankly. Shogun, thank you for showing up and doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I find you over the internet, and how can I see more of you doing more things?
Most, if not everything I'm involved with is kind of up in the air and going crazy, except for Pokemon, which is every other Thursday that I play in, which is wonderful, wonderful game run by Bardic, and also a pirate game, a play-by-post pirate game that you can, if you DM me on Discord, which the link for the Discord is there, and you can find me in there as Shogun. you can get a hold of me and join in that game if you're not sure if you want to or not. You can join as a watcher, so you can just observe what's going on, see how things are. But it's a game focused on helping people who don't have the time to commit to a weekly game or a bi-weekly game or something, whose schedules are a bit all over the place. It allows people to play in a game.
It is a lot of fun.
And yeah, you play as pirates.
With lots of emotional trauma. Shit, we done did it. We said all the things about everything. We're gonna go raid Castle Mac because I know.
I don't think they have a game tonight.
Oh damn it!
Do they?
Sure.
Right,
I can't remember.
Not too long ago. It says, wait, no, hold on. That's not for real.
No, they're doing a rerun. How about we do Soul Bear?
Oh, yeah. If they're on, yeah, they are because the things there. So we'll go raid Soul Bear. They are also a friend of the channel. We'll go raid them. And
They do not reuse the R. Okay.
Oh, Soul Bear.
All right, yeah. So we're about to go raid.
Alrighty.
Anything else before we go?
No, this is normally where I do my ill thought out, and it's not a fantastic catchphrase, but I'm sticking with it. So until next time, everybody, stay safe,
Bye, everybody,
and happy adventuring. We don't have TJ to go. Bye.
I'll do it.
Bye.
and we're out.